Hello guys, this is approximations and estimation part 4, order of magnitude. Okay, fractions can either be arranged in ascending or descending order. So it's very simple. They can give you a couple of fractions in your objective question, and you will be asked to arrange the fractions according to their increase or according to their decrease in order. You understand? So what we mean by ascending? Ascending means increase. How well are they increasing? Okay. When we say descending order, according to their decrease. Okay. So that is just English there. So let me just give an example here. If we have example, okay. So they can just say example one. Let me just say I'm just trying to use a kind of fabricated example. So when we have 1 over 2, okay, 1 over 3, 1 over 4, 1 over, let me say 1 over 5. So the question you need to ask yourself is that these fractions, this is proper fraction now, it's not improper. So these fractions, are they in increasing order or are they in decreasing order? Ascending means increase, descending means decrease. A ascending, A and A, D and D, A and A, that's ascending order. So now 1 over 2 is the same thing as what? Maybe in fraction is the same thing as you can find the LCM to know the ascending order. But most times what I normally do is just to quickly find, the decimal places. That will tell me the ascending order. Okay, this is the same thing as 0.5. This is simple. We don't need to waste much time on the order of magnitude. So if you press your calculator, this one will give you 0.33. Okay, this one, I think this one will give you 0.25 if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So then why this one will give you 0.2? Okay, so now this is the decimal place for this fraction. 1 over 2 is the same thing as what? 0. What? 5. Okay, so 1 over 3 is the same thing as what? 0.33. 1 over 4 is the same thing as what? 0.25. 1 over 5 is the same thing as what? 0.2. So the question you need to ask yourself, okay, which one is the highest? Okay, out of all this value, which one is the highest? So that's how you can know which of the highest you are looking for. Okay, so because if I do this, 2 cannot go here, impossible, it has 0 points. 2 in 10, 5 times 2 is what? 10. Okay, the same thing applies here. Okay, 3 cannot go in 1, impossible, that's why you have 0 points. If you press your calculator, you get the same thing. 3 in 10 is 3, is 3, 3, 3, 3. It will continue like that. So the same thing applies here. 4 cannot go in 1, is impossible, 0 points. So you add 0 to this one. 4 in 10, that's 2. Okay, it will remain 2. 4 in 20, that will give us what? 5. So the same thing applies here. 1 divided by 5 is impossible. Then you put your 0 points. If you press your calculator, you get the same thing. 5 in 10, that will give us what? 2. So if you look at this very well, so the highest number you can see here, after the decimal point, what is the number? 5. After the decimal point, what is the number? 3. After the decimal point, what is the number? 2. Then after the decimal point here, what is the number? 2. So the question you need to ask yourself, the next, so it means that from here, 5 is the highest after the decimal number. So it means this is the highest, 0.5. Okay, so that is the highest. That is the highest. That is how you can know the order of magnitude of a fraction. It's very common in past questions. Okay, they can ask you arrange in ascending order, arrange in descending order. So if you look at it after the point 5, so it means this is the highest. There's nothing like 5 here. So now the next one we need to do is after the point, what is the next one, which is what? 3. So it means this is the first, this is the first, okay? Then after the point here is 3. Is there any other 3? No. So this is the second, this is the second highest, okay, which is 2. Second highest. So if you look at this now, 2, 5. This one is also 2. So this is the same thing as saying 0.20, but we don't usually write it because it's still the same thing. It's still the same 0.2. Now if you look at it, 2, 2. What's the next value? 5, 0. 5 is greater than. So it means this one is the third highest. Okay? So why this one is the fourth, is the last highest, is the last or fourth highest. So it's as that. So now this is the first highest, this is the second highest, this is the third highest, this is the what? Last or the fourth highest. So if they now ask you arrange in ascending order, ascending means increasing, increasing. So it means in, so I can now say that, okay, so if they now ask you to arrange in ascending order, so it means that you will say, it means that you will say that for number 1, increasing order, or in ascending, in ascending or increasing order. Okay, in ascending or increasing order. So the way it's increasing from the example given above. So it means that it will start from what? 1 over 5. Okay, then after 1 over 5 is what? 1 over 4 is 1 over 3 and 1 over 2. That is the increasing order. So this is the lowest, this is the next, which is the third highest, this is the fourth, this is the second highest, and this is the what? The highest. Okay, so that's the increasing order. It's increasing. So when they now say in decreasing order, then you can now follow this. You now say, okay, therefore in in decreasing, in decreasing or descending, the same thing. It's just English. In decreasing or descending order, in decreasing or descending order, what do you have? So it means we follow what we have there. 1 over 2, 1 over 3, 1 over 4, and 1 over 5. Okay, it's as simple as that. So all you just need to do, you can press your calculator, but they won't, I'm very sure they won't give you higher value. Okay, but it's something that you can find the fractions yourself. So then it means this in decreasing order, you have this 1 over 2, which is what? Decreasing from the highest to the lowest. Okay, that's decreasing. So for ascending or increasing order is from the lowest to the what? To the highest. Okay, so it's as simple as that. Order of magnitude is not hard. Okay, we'll still be sharing some questions. Okay, and then all the questions we've shared, we'll try to also still solve them so that we can all be carried along and see how simple it is. So find the highest or find the lowest or arrange in ascending or descending order is just a typical example of how you can solve that. So please continue to follow us on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, okay, so that you can get our full video. Okay, so thank you very much. Cheers.